I get tons of questions about the blow dryers that I use and which ones I will recommend. If you watched last week's video, you saw me reveal a new blow dryer that is on the market that we call the Dyson dupe, and it was a pretty nice video. If you haven't seen it, I did an unboxing and I showed you guys two of the attachments and how I use them. So if you want to see it, go ahead and check it out right now. But today we're gonna go ahead and get into the comparison of the blow dryers and the differences and what I like and what I don't like about them. So stay tuned and keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, Tyra. If you're new here, hi, hello, and if you're not new here, welcome back. If you see me looking down, it's because I kept note of everything that I wanted to talk about with these particular blow dryers. I'm going to talk about the differences, the similarities, the pros and the cons of both of these dryers, and let you guys see them in real time, how they work, how they look, everything. So let's go ahead and get started. The first topic of discussion is the differences. So I have three different points that I wanted to bring up today. One is the price point, the attachments, and the temp settings. We're gonna go ahead and get the elephant out the room, which is the price point. This is a Tymo, which you guys have seen me use so many times. This is literally the blow dryer that I've been using for the past year, and I love her. And this is the FIH Heat Versasphere Pro Air Multi-Styler. So like I said, we're gonna start off with the price point. So this Tymo Air Hype ranges for about $199, which is basically $200. And then this Versasphere Pro Air Styler is $350. So this one is a lot more expensive, which that's why I always say, if you watch my last video, this one is more so like a Dyson dupe, not just because of the way it looks, but honestly, the Dyson is like $600. This is literally half of it. So this one really does give Dyson dupe. That is the price point for both of these blow dryers. And we're gonna go ahead and get into more of the differences. The difference we're gonna talk about is the attachments. The Tymo comes with 3 attachments. One being the diffuser, comb attachment, and then the concentrator nozzle. Now, if you pay attention, a lot of these attachments look particularly small. I know it may not seem like that on camera, but if you were to compare them to the average attachment, it would be a lot bigger. Even the comb attachment, which you see a lot more in most people videos because they're actually like trying to blow dry their hair out, you can see the comb attachment is pretty small, if I'm being honest, as well as the attachment for the diffuser. Tymo diffuser, they also have this little notch right here that you can raise and unraise the prongs on the diffuser, which is pretty cool because if you have shorter hair, you can raise it down. If you have longer hair, you can raise it up. Skipping over to the Versasphere attachments. The Versasphere has 6 attachments. So they have 3 barrel attachments. They have this longer one here, or this longer, thicker one here. They have this really skinny one here. And then they have this little short fat one here. It also comes with 2 concentrator nozzles. One of them is a little shorter than the other one. As you can see, the width of them are a lot different. And I'll even put it like this so you can see how it looks. A lot different. And it also comes with another diffuser. This diffuser, it's a pretty wide diffuser and all the prongs are long. Skipping over to the temperature settings. So this is the Tymo plugged up. As you can see, the Tymo also has a digital screen and the Versasphere does not. Versasphere does not have a digital screen. It just has these 2 buttons right here, and there's little dots that come up on the side. So when you press it, you will see what setting you're on, which I'll show you guys here in a second. I do also want to point out the actual part that comes out of the blow dryer. The nozzle of each of these blow dryers are different. The Tymo is a little wider, and then the Versasphere is a little smaller. But honestly, it doesn't make a huge difference to me unless you have a lot of hair, and it's kind of like this one's a little bit more, you know, direct and pinpoints what spot you're blowing on, versus this one is a little bit more wider gap, so you can pretty much blow dry your whole entire hair, you know, a lot faster than this one, which is not a big deal because a blow dryer is a blow dryer, so it's gonna blow dry your hair and dry it either way. So let's move on to the similarities. There's only a few things that are similar with the blow dryer. Both of these blow dryer has a cool shot setting. So this one on the Versasphere, the cool shot setting is right here. That little frost snowflake here is the cool shot setting. You just hold it down and only cool hour come out. On the Tymo, the cool shot setting is right here as well. You just hold that down and only cool hour come out. Both of them also sound pretty similar when it comes to the actual sound of the blow dryer. I'm gonna plug them both up and let you guys tell me down below in the description which one you think is louder or if they sound the same. Me personally, they both pretty much sound the same. If I just had to pick, I would probably say the Tymo is just a tad bit louder, but I think they sound the same. Last thing that I want to discuss with the blow dryers and the similarities is that they both have 3 speeds. So there's not one that kind of blows harder than the other one. Both of them has 3 speed, and you would just click this button here 3 times, and for here you'll click the bottom button, the top button here 3 times. Nothing crazy. So nothing too crazy. Now that we finished with the differences and the similarities, we're gonna hop into the pros and the cons. Talk about the pros and cons of the Tymo, and then we're gonna talk about the pros and cons of the Versasphere. The pros of the Tymo is that it is generally a small blow dryer. In my opinion, this blow dryer has been very easy for me when I do go out of town. This is the blow dryer that I've taken out of town, and I've never had any problems with it just being too big, you know, taking up a lot of space. I really feel like even just holding it in my hand, it's a pretty small blow dryer, which I love because it's easy to travel with. I also love how this blow dryer comes with a pouch that you can pretty much store all of your blow dryer contents in. Your blow dryer, your attachments, literally all of them fit in this pouch. One of my favorite things about this blow dryer is probably the digital screen. I don't think I've ever seen a blow dryer with a digital screen. So I do like how I can be able to see the temperature that I'm using on my hair, whether it's too hot or it's become like pretty cold. I can see what temperature that is. So A+ for this blow dryer because the Versasphere doesn't have that. So I like this a lot. Now let's get into the cons. So one of the main things that I don't like about this blow dryer is the placement of the buttons. As you can imagine, when you blow dry your hair, you'll generally place your hands here to blow dry. But that comes with you accidentally pressing buttons and changing the settings and changing the speed and putting it on the cool shot. Like it's in the way. And I don't think they thought about that when they were making this blow dryer. And it has caused me a lot of annoyance sometimes when I blow dry my hair. It's the fact that I have to keep on adjusting because I'm accidentally pressing buttons. So that will make me grab down here, which is not an issue, but sometimes when you're blow dry, you just grabbing. You're not really thinking about your hand placement. You're just grabbing where you should grab. But that's one thing that I would say I don't like about this blow dryer. I will also say that I don't like how the attachments come up pretty easy. So if we go back to talking about the attachments and how I was saying that they look particularly small, they snap on like a magnet, which is fine and I love that. But I have to say it comes off quite easily. So I was blow drying my hair. I love how easy it is to place the attachments on, but as you can imagine, as easy as it is to place the attachments on, it's easy to fall off as well. Like I can literally actually be like, oh, and it comes off. Now I would never, like, there's no reason for me to ever do that, but if I'm actually like blow dry and I actually hit it, it's off. You know what I mean? So I don't appreciate that, and I actually hate that part about this blow dryer. I wish that they had made the attachments a little larger in size for them to grip onto the blow dryer itself a lot easier, but unfortunately they did not. So those are the only 2 things that I have to complain about when it comes to the Tymo. Moving on to the Versasphere. We're gonna talk about the pros and the cons. Starting off with the pros, I love how the placements of the buttons are actually on the side. So as you can imagine, I grab, buttons aren't right here where they're in the way where I'm doing that. And even if I grab up here, this part of your hand isn't hard enough to press the buttons. You would actually have to like intentionally want to press them for them to change. And even so, this isn't really a button, it's a switch. So even if I was to press here, it's a switch, so it's not gonna move. Cool shot button, but like I said, I'm not pressing it hard enough or the cool shot will turn on. The thing that I love about this blow dryer is that the blow dryer itself, the attachments, snap on. If you heard that sound, it literally does not come off. It's like a lock snap right here. So every time you place an attachment there, it snaps and it locks, which I love, because in order for you to take the attachment off, you have to unlock it for it to come off. Because I have not had any issue or this attachment has come off at any point in time. And just so that you can hear the snap, I will literally give you guys an ASMR really quickly so you can hear how this locks in place. Now that we've talked about the pros, let's move on to the cons. This Versasphere blow dryer does not come with a bag. I'm gonna have to keep up with these attachments some sort of way, which I feel like they should have had some sort of storage for these, because if I'm being honest, you will never catch me using these parts. You will see me probably using these parts. But moving on to my next topic, I feel like this was unnecessary. The attachment itself isn't unnecessary, but having two of them, in my opinion, was unnecessary. I feel like they could have replaced one of these attachments with a comb attachment. So this blow dryer does not come with a comb attachment, which is kind of weird because that's like one of the main attachments when it comes to a blow dryer. We need to blow dry our hair, we need to comb it out. There's no comb setting. So having two concentrator nozzles, one's just wider than the other one, very unnecessary, and they could have just kept one of these, honestly. So that's pretty much all I have to say about these blow dryers. Again, I do think both of them are some pretty nice blow dryers, and I don't know, let me know down in the comments which one seemed a little bit more interesting. At the end of the day, as far as the functionality of the blow dryers, they both work perfectly fine, but these are just little pros and cons, similarities and differences that I noticed if you are interested in purchasing a blow dryer, or if you're in the market to find a new blow dryer. Any questions, comment down below. I'm always interested to put you guys onto some new things, new products, new tools to use, literally anything. But comment down below what you're leaning more towards. If you were to pick out of both of these blow dryers, which one is more you? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend, and I will see you guys with another video soon. Bye. Mwah.